In 1995, Capcom released a follow-up to their arcade hit X-Men Children of the Atom. Marvel superheroes expanded beyond a single series and incorporated characters like Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Shuma Gorath, and the game was loosely based on the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. It's a great fighting game, but then they turned it into a mediocre beat-em-up for the Super Nintendo. Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems is based on both 1991's Infinity Gauntlet and 1992's Infinity War. The game starts off with Adam Warlock explaining what the Infinity Gems are, and how shit's going down because someone started collecting them. He calls on Earth's mightiest heroes, which are the Hulk, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Captain America. Keep in mind this was made in the 90s. If it were made today, Wolverine would be replaced by Thor or Rocket Raccoon. After pressing start, we get more story. I'm not sure how we got from someone gathering the gems to them falling to Earth, but at least we know where they might be located. We're going to be traveling to some exotic locations like Latveria, the Amazon, Egypt, Boston.
Get out of here.
As you progress through the game, more locations open up. One of these locations is Arizona, which makes the Boston Aquarium not seem so bad. You can pick from any of the 5 heroes, but I started with Best Boy Wolverine. And the game looks pretty good. Big sprites and colorful backgrounds, this was Capcom in their prime. The music fits the game very well and never really gets annoying as you make your journey from left to right. The controls are simple and pretty tight, but could be better for the platforming sections. Along with punching and jumping, Capcom threw in a couple special moves that you can pull off by executing some fighting game combinations. The basic enemies consist of evil versions of Marvel characters like Vision, Puck, Hawkeye, and what I assume is She-Hulk. Also, this is apparently evil Daredevil. Could have fooled me. I wouldn't think the evil version of this guy would be a pink demon in underwear. Some of the evil versions also serve as the bosses for a few levels. Evil Wolverine, 2 evil Iron Men, Evil Hulk, Evil Thing. At first I thought this was laziness on the part of Capcom, but it's actually a plot point in the Infinity War storyline. If you've ever played Maximum Carnage and wondered why there's a 6-armed monster version of Spider-Man, this is where it came from. There are only 5 bosses in the game that aren't evil versions of other characters. Blackheart and Dr. Doom are here, and yes, Doom does have his signature attack.
Foot dive!
Nebula is here, which is pretty cool. I had never heard of her before the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, so it's pretty neat to see her in a game from 1996. Scoff all you want, but when I was little all I cared about was Spider-Man and the X-Men. Magus here is another character I've never heard of. He's like the Piccolo to Adam Warlock's Kami and is the reason behind all the doppelgangers in the comic. Thanos is, of course, the final boss, and he battles you with the power of Earth, Fire, and his pimp hand.
This please!
Beat him, get the last gem, and it's over. Everyone goes home. Overall, War of the Gems is a decent enough beat 'em up. If you like Marvel Comics and Super Nintendo games, I can definitely recommend this and X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. But both of these games are hard. This one in particular can be a bit slow, especially when you're underwater. There's constantly walls blocking your path that you have to stop and beat up, and the Hawkeye enemies are infuriating. There isn't a life counter, but you only get 1 shot per hero unless you find a revival item. And when you die, you have to start all the way back to the beginning of a level. Each character plays differently, so it's worth trying out someone new for each level. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and check out our podcast in the description. The latest episode is about the Infinity War movie and the MCU overall. Follow us on social media at CrashLove Gaming, and we'll see you next time.